Evening. So, I need us to talk about something. I put out a reel earlier and I said top form of communication. And I want to explain. But before we start, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button if you feel my content. By the way, my show name is Take Heed to the Message, and my name is Abang Awa. That's my stage name. So, what I really want us to talk about is this affects a lot of marriages like crazy, especially nowadays. So, when I say top form of communication, when I say this in a marriage, and a lot of people get offended when I say this, but the most top form of communication in a marriage is sex. Yes, it is. But people will say, oh, marriage is not just sex. And it's true. Marriage is not just sex all the time, but it brings clarity to everything else that you're going through in your marriage. So, sex should be at the top. So, anything else that happens, it'll just trickle down. You understand? Because that form of communication, that physical touch, will always be at the top. Um, that you will not be in a loveless marriage when it comes to making love to your partner. You understand? A lot of men suffer from this. We women, we're the gatekeepers, so we determine who gets to swim in the honey pot. You understand? And let me tell you something, my sister. 5 days a week, okay, you cannot have a headache. Something can't be wrong with you 5 days a week, okay? I'm not saying that you gotta be riding a horse 24/7. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that you being married, you supposed to sleep with your husband. And you're not supposed to tell him my body, my choice. I'm tired of y'all saying that on social media. That doesn't make sense because this man gave you his last name. He gave you a ring. You belong to him. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying, but baby, it's true. Now, what I'm saying is that you got to learn to make that type of how you say, you got to learn to make that part of your marriage priority. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when you don't make that part of your marriage priority, a lot of nonsense happens. You'll be surprised. Because if a woman is doing her thing and she making love to her husband like she's supposed to, a lot of things fall into place. Not saying that it's just love making you supposed to do. Because, my dear, you supposed to cook and clean and take care of the house and take care of the children. You wear a lot of hats. You know, I always tell y'all that. You wear a lot of hats. And so you have to pay attention. You got to be on guard, my dear. Because if you don't learn how to service your husband properly, my dear, somebody else will service him. That's the truth. Somebody else will service him. Even a good man can fall weak. You understand? Even a good one can fall weak. Especially, I always talk about that work wife. When she come up to him and say, oh, honey, how was your day? How's everything at home? And he don't say nothing. He wait. And she keep pressing on to him, rubbing up against him and all that stuff at work. Just slide against him a little bit. Tell him, oh, anything you need to talk about, my ears are open for you, I'm willing to sit down and conversate with you, that work wife. So now when the work wife find out the nonsense that you've been doing, that he telling his story, you know what she tell him? Oh, baby, I can take care of your needs. Yeah. And I know some of y'all going to say, well, if he going to cheat, he don't want to be. But no. We ain't going for that tonight. If he cheat, he never wanted me. We not going for that. We talking about before the cheat start. That's what we talking about. We talking about the nonsense you did before the cheat start. That's what we saying. You sitting up here married to this man, he can't even touch you. He can't even do that little tap. You'll jump up and be ready to fight him because he did a little tap to you. Baby, you better learn how to turn around. When he do the tap, baby, you better learn how to turn around and be open like 7-Eleven. I'm tired of y'all saying nonsense. Because it's not true. I've been married a long time, my dear. Close to 15 years. So what I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. A lot of women will get up here and they'll say, well, I deal with the children all day. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning and all these things. And I'm tired. Baby, listen to me. I know you tired. I know you tired. But listen to me. Get those kids on a schedule. Learn how to clean that house where you ain't cleaning all day. And then also, if you working, because I work myself, if you working, get it together so that when you home, you got to do da this and fix food, and then boom, it's time for bed. Learn how to tell those kids, stay in your room. When mommy and daddy is in our room and our door shut, because that's what we tell our kids, and our kids are big, and when they still remember these rules. When our door is shut, don't come knock on the door. That's what we tell our babies all the time. Do not come knock on our door unless something wrong with this house. But once that door is shut, baby, you better keep pushing. That's what we tell our kids. So what I'm saying to you, my dear, this is for married women, though. I'm not talking to y'all sisters who y'all shacking up. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the married ones that sit up here and think you holier than thou, that you can't sleep with your husband. And I'm talking to the Christian sisters as well. I'm talking to y'all. Stop sitting up there not sleeping with your husband. Okay? Don't do that. Stop being disrespectful to him, throwing the Bible in his face. Y'all gonna stop that. God is not pleased. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen to me. Just as well as God judge him, baby, he gonna judge you too. You can't sit up there and act like you holy and then thou, that he can't touch you. Okay? And only time you're not supposed to sleep with your husband is when you on your monthly. That's what they say. That's what they say in the Bible. When you on your monthly and when you fasting. I hope I'm quoting that correctly. If I'm not, y'all put it in the comments. Y'all put it in the chat if I'm not saying it correctly. Because I ain't going to sit up here and say that I know the Bible properly. I ain't going to sit up here and lie. But yes, I am a Christian woman. But I don't know the Bible from A to Z. I'm not good with it like that. So I won't sit up here and lie. But I will say this. Learn how to respect your husband. Learn how to love him. He's there for a reason. Okay? He's not there. Y'all not roommates. Okay? He's not there just to be taking up space, my dear. He's there to get the love that you're giving to the children, too. Not saying the love is supposed to be the same, but you know what I'm talking about. You're supposed to caress him, too. You're supposed to touch him, too. You're supposed to hug and kiss him too. He's there for a reason. He's your provider. He's your protector. He's there. So you're supposed to love him too. You're supposed to make love to him. You're supposed to be on one accord. Every argument that you have is not supposed to be an all-out war. You understand? And another thing, sex between y'all. Thank you, Still. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Another thing, too. Sex should not be scheduled. Yeah, I don't know where y'all get that from. Sex should not be scheduled. It should be something just like this, honey. You look at him, he look at you. Y'all in the kitchen together. He give you that look like, yeah, you could get it. You supposed to give him that look back like, yeah, baby, you could get it. Yes, that's how sex work when you marry. It's not supposed to be, oh, on Tuesday, I schedule you for Tuesday. No, it's not like that. Sex between a husband and wife, that's when you supposed to really get good. It's not supposed to be, oh, I could see you on Wednesday about sex. No, honey. And another thing, too, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The other day, I was getting dressed, right? Putting on one of my old house dresses, right? And my husband quickly was like, "Nope, nope, don't put that on, nope, And I laughed, and he said, I need you to wear something that got curves. Don't wear that today, please." And I laughed. So I put on one of my tight dresses that show my curves, because you know I'm a big girl. Y'all see my pictures, y'all see that I'm a big girl. But I'm still continuing to lose weight like I'm supposed to, okay? Because my husband, we had an agreement on that I got to learn how to lose weight as well. So I've been doing that, and I done lost about 60 pounds, so I'm happy about that. You feel me? KLLC, you better stop laughing at me. I see your comment. So what I'm saying is that I put on something sexy. And I went to the kitchen. I had to make him something to eat before he went to work this morning because I'm off today. And not even if I'm off, I still try to make a little something for him because, you know, he got a hard day. He don't need to be all stressed out and hungry as well when he leave the house. That's how I feel. Not every woman feel like that. But anyway, I'm in the kitchen making something, and he rubbed up against me, and I laughed, and I looked at him. I said, "Don't start nothing. Don't start nothing, because you could get it. Don't start nothing. I'm ready for all types of foolishness," okay? So he laughed. But what I'm saying is that you got to learn to wear some sexy stuff around him. Stop going to bed looking like him. You understand? When I say sexy stuff, it could just be a regular t-shirt, but don't wear bra and panties to bed. Just go to bed with a t-shirt on and get up under him. Why are we doing that? Why are we acting like we can't, yes, sister, it should be random. Yes, it should, my dear. Yes, it should be random. You got that right. So it's not, you go into bed, you looking like him. You got the sweatpants on, the sweatshirt on. You got the robe on. You all tied up. You got the head tie on, everything, and you all scrunched up in your quilt. And he can't even touch you. If he touch you, you gonna roar like a lion, cause you don't even want him to touch you, baby. Y'all gotta stop that nonsense. What did you get married for? You just got married to do foolishness to this man, to hurt him? Because let me tell you something, men need that, honey. They need that like a drink of water. You hear me? They need sex like a drink of water. And you know you need water to live. You hear me? They designed for it, baby. So you supposed to make love to your husband. Stop letting your auntie, your mama, godmama, all of them tell you nonsense about men. Because all the ones from back in the day, all my era, okay? All the women from my era, okay? Thank you, what you saying to married women only. Thank you, what you saying to married women. Yes, my dear, that's what I'm only talking to married women only about this, because I can't condone the shacking up, okay? It ain't right, you know what I'm saying? And me as a Christian woman, I ain't supposed to be like, oh, it's good to shack up. I ain't gonna say that, because that's where those fatherless babies be coming from, most of the time. So what I'm saying is that you gotta learn how to be gotta be on one accord, my dear. You gotta be sleeping with this man. I don't understand that. See, what's gonna happen is the cleanup woman gonna come and take him. Now let me get my thought back together. What I was saying was we gotta stop listening to the older women from back in the day. They tell y'all nonsense because they was broken. They had men in their lives that messed them up. So they got every man in the same category, that they evil and all this nonsense and they ain't no good and all this foolishness. But the problem is they don't want to take accountability that they picked this man. They don't want to take no accountability and say that it was their choice because he looked like fine as wine and he was gorgeous and that's why she slept with him and then she didn't know he was a Pookie and Rere, and that's what women always say. I didn't know he was. No, baby, you knew. You knew because we have that instinct when people are not right. And men have it too. God blessed us with that when we know somebody's spirit is off with us. Okay? So I don't want to hear that. Because me too. Me too. Back in the day, I be like, I didn't know he was. No, I knew he was. I was lying. I knew he was. He just looked it good, so I thought he could get it. You hear me? So now what I'm saying is that you did all that nonsense back in your day. And you married now. So all the nonsense that you did back in your day, baby, you could be doing that with your husband upstairs. Because now your stuff is righteous. You hear me? Anything happen now. Okay? Anything happen now. They want to call you for anything when it's time for glory. When it's time for you to go to glory. Anything they call you for now, honey, God ain't going to punish you at all. You ain't got no problems, baby. You get to do everything you need to do. Okay? For right now, because you married, you legal, honey. Everything is legal. God understand. You hear me? So all that swinging from the chandelier when you was young, baby, you better learn how to swing from the chandelier. Oh, brown sugar, you laughing. Submit yourself unto your own husband, unto the. That's right, my dear. That's right. So all that back in the day, you was swinging from the chandelier and from rooftops, honey. You will swing. I love what you are doing for our sisters. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. We need to see this. We are being okay. No, I know that's right. So back in the day, you were swinging from the chandelier. Okay, you were swinging from rooftops, doing nonsense. But in your bedroom, it's ice cold, baby. Make that make sense, honey. Make that make sense, because I know I have did nonsense in my day. Okay, I know I did some nonsense in my day. Let me repeat that one more time. So when I say I did nonsense in my day, baby, my husband gets all that. I be ready for smoke. But I'm going to tell you something, I was not always. Okay? I used to do that nonsense too. Oh, we schedule. Oh, I'm tired today. Every day I got a headache. You hear me? Every day I got a headache. When he tapped me, when he do that tap, honey, I be like, nah, I don't feel well today. Mind you, he on fire inside. It's only until that thing had happened to me one night. And I remember, I think I told y'all. One night I came home from work, showered everything, put on something nice and sexy, and I laid next to my husband. Because I didn't do the tap to him. I laid next to him, so he already knew what that was. He knew. She ready. So I said to him, honey, I'm on fire. That's what I said to him. I told him, I said, honey, I'm on fire. I've been thinking about you while I was at work all day. So he said to me, honey, I worked 12 hours today. I think it was like 12 or 16 hours. He said, I worked so hard today. I'm so tired. Now, mind you, my husband always worked long hours, so I understand. So what I did, I just kindly turned over and I thought about all the times I did that nonsense to him. And mind you, I wasn't really even tired. I just was saying I was tired. Okay? But this man was tired. Because I know my husband. He ain't When I say it's gang, my husband ready. He ready for all type of smoke. But that night he was like, I can't. I'm really tired, my dear. So I rolled over. I wasn't mad. I just tried to go to sleep. And he did a little tap to me on my shoulder. When I say I wanted to jump out the bed and start dancing, honey, I wanted to start dancing. And he tapped me and I turned around. He said, come to me. Baby, let me tell you something. Ever since that day, I don't even know how many years ago that was. Ever since that day, honey, when my husband tapped me, baby, I'll be ready. When he do that tap, I quickly turn around. You hear me? Listen. It's a lesson to be taught. You hear me? There's a lesson. Take heed to what I'm saying. I know I'm joking around tonight, but take heed to what I'm saying, my sister. Okay? And brothers, thank you for coming into the channel tonight. But share this with somebody. Share this live with somebody. Let them know, like, listen, you got to stop with that headache stuff. You got to stop saying you tired, honey. Because let me tell you something. This man is on fire in that bed. He is on fire. He is in trouble. He needs some relief. You hear me? But we up there talking about, I ain't doing my body, my choice. And then you holding the nightgown so tight that somebody can't even put a penny between your hands. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you the truth. You got to think about this thing. Think about it, honey. Because what you won't do, somebody else will. And I don't care how good you say your husband is and he just an amazing person, somebody else will service him if you don't service him properly. That he will. Because there will be temptation. But when he know he getting that on the regular, and he ain't gotta use no type of protection, because when you marry, you're not using protection. But he putting in his mind that he ain't gotta use no protection. He ain't gotta be scared of catching anything, honey. He's running home to you, baby. He's running home to you because he know you got that whole war waiting for him. And he ready. He ready to put on all his armor. He ready to fight. You hear me? That's the type of thing you want in your marriage. You don't want a loveless marriage. You don't want a marriage that if I touch you, it's a fight. You ready? I'm just touching you on your shoulder, just giving you a little tap because you know I want to swim in your honey pot. And then you turn around, you ready for a whole war. That don't even make no sense to me. Y'all got to change that. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go because I got to handle my wifely duties tonight. And this live was late. But before I go, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button. I need y'all to share it for me as well. Share it to somebody who is going to take heed to the message. Not everybody likes my messages. You hear me? Some women, they get offended by the stuff that I say, even though it's true. So now, before I end, I need y'all, if you can, I have my Cash App in my bio. And if you can donate to my channel so that I can get more equipment, grow, advertise more, I would greatly appreciate it, y'all. And once again, everybody have a good night. Y'all take it easy, y'all. And thank you for all the comments. Thank you for just showing up for me tonight. And I greatly appreciate it, y'all. Everybody take it easy. And keep watching my reels. I'm trying to blow up, baby. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.